Yeah, welcome back. Good start to the first leg of today's Place Accumulate, and obviously a very emotional time for the Tyrant Zaki stable, but a good race nonetheless. First, third and fourth for the stable, but a very convincing win over here, number 1, Poppycock. Well done, Dennis Schwartz. Good to have the owner on course as well. Mrs. Berg is here, all smiles, and why not? Den, a very easy victory. He opted to go to the front this afternoon, and just back to his last start, I thought he was a little bit unlucky. I think the draw beat him.
Yes, last time I definitely think the draw beat him. I would have rather have been much closer in that race because the track that day was very firm and the going was on top. So the horses in front stayed them more likely, probably 2 lengths off of them. But I was very unlucky. He ran on strongly and it was a nice gallop for him into this race.
And today, tactics-wise, was it always the plan to go to the front?
Mr. Zaki told me I can ride him the way I want, and I asked him if I please might take him out to the front because when I looked at the car there wasn't much that was going to go. So I was a little bit scared in the beginning because he seemed like he was taking the bend on the wrong leg and running around a little bit in front. But once we got to the back stretch, he settled down beautifully, and I dictated the whole way. He was just doing a nice smooth gallop underneath me, and I basically started at the top of the straight.
In terms of improvement, Den, I think there's a lot more to come. I know it wasn't the strongest of fields, but in these staying races, he looks to have a future.
Yes, he definitely feels like he has a future, even if you work him back home. He feels like a very nice horse, and I'm sure he will go on from here. To win in a race like this, it's not very phenomenal, but the way he won was convincing, and hopefully he can go on for the owners. Big thanks to them as well, Mr. and Mrs. Berg, for this lovely opportunity.
Lovely stuff, Den. Now, I'm not going to run through all your runners, so you got quite a few. If you could single 1 or 2 out for the punters?
Yeah, I probably would say this was my best one, but what's the name? The filly in the next have a bit of a chance. Her work was quite nice, but we'll see how she goes. Going back over the 2.6, so it's probably the distance that she's looking for, so hopefully she can be right there.
Super weekend for you over on Saturday, of course, Charity Mile Day. You run a few seconds, I'm sure frustrating, but nonetheless you look to have done a good job, so well done, Den.
Thank you. Yeah, the seconds were a little bit frustrating, but I got beaten by good horses and all my horses ran well, so I'm really excited for the future with him. And once again, thanks to Mr. Zaki, and big condolences to him and the family involved of the owner that passed away in the previous race.
Super stuff. Very well said. Mrs. Berg comes through. All smiles. Lovely to have women out here at the racecourse this afternoon. Something that doesn't happen often, yes. But this must have brought a lot of joy to your face.
It certainly did. Yes.
And,
it's been a while since we had a winner.
And can we also dedicate this to, of course, the late owner? Yes. I know that you started out with him early on in his career, and it's good to see that these type of horses win like this.
Absolutely. No, it's very, very nice for us, and a very good result for the stud as well, and for the SA as a stallion, a Yellow Star who bred him. It's a very good result, and we're very happy with it.
Lovely to have you at the track this afternoon, and I don't think they'll win any easier.
No, I know. We weren't expecting I did think he could win with his eyes closed against this field, to be honest, but, you know, things happen. You never know. Things can go wrong, but very, very nice win. Very, very nice ride by Dennis, and I just want to say thank you to Tyrone for training doing such a magnificent training feat, and condolences to him, obviously. To all of the connections, my husband, who is a stalwart behind him, my folks who come into all the races all the time. As I say, Yellow Star, thank you for breeding this horse. Heversham Park Farm as well. He was there for a while, and they toughened him up and brought him up to where he's been. And then obviously to the late Ernie Anderson, who was also very instrumental in us finding this horse and bringing him to where he is.
A hearty congratulations. You guys can go and enjoy lunch now, and hopefully we chat to you more often.
I hope so.
Super stuff. Thank you very much. Well played. Good to have the owners on course this afternoon. Well handled here by young Dennis Schwartz. He's done a good job getting the favourite over the line in that sort of fashion. And of course to Uncle Ty, very emotional moment, hence the fact that he's not here coming to chat in the interview. So condolences, Shedi Habib, one of the great owners in the game, and going to be a big loss to the racing fraternity. So well done to everybody concerned. Well done to Mrs. Berg. All smiles, why not? And I'm sure the punters are also smiling from year to year. I'll chat to you. Pick 6 time. The bet we all want to catch happens in about 25 minutes from now.
Set. And racing. Not a bad beginning. Poppycock at the outside, completely different tactics employed. Flew a week ago to run third. Today he's in front with 1 lap left to go. Second place, Kalahari Chrome, called to the bar, challenges for second. Then comes Voodoo at their outside. Imperial Ruby's not cornered at all. And Imperial Ruby, for all intents and purposes, cannot feature here, so that's out the race. Moving around runners and into a more prominent position is Called to the Bar. That shares second with Kalahari Chrome as Poppycock makes the pace. Voodoo races away in fourth. Further back to Master of the High Court, Romantic Era, Blue Cap just behind midfield. Then comes Deal Me In. Magic Vision won from last, and Royal Siege racing at the back of the field as they make their way towards the back straight, and Poppycock in front with a 2-length lead and got there fairly easily from a deep draw. Second place, Call to the Bar, just heads Kalahari Chrome for that second spot. Further back to Voodoo in the hoop sleeves and cap, and he races away in fourth. Then we go a further length behind that to Master of the High Court. Romantic Era further half a length behind him. Then comes Deal Me In, Magic Vision, and the back marker is Royal Siege. And Poppycock is not turning back. 1,500 meters left to go, and he's opened up an extra few lengths. He's now 3 lengths in front. Second place is Call to the Bar, still just ahead of Kalahari Chrome. The grey keeping Call to the Bar one off the rail. Further back to Voodoo, that races away in fourth and still races one off the rail, only about 4 lengths off the leader. Master of the High Court is midfield. Romantic Era, Deal Me In, they the next two. Magic Vision won from last, and Royal Siege is the back marker as they continue along and start to make their way towards the middle of the bend, and it's Poppycock still with a comfortable 3-length lead. Second place is Called to the Bar. He's now an outright second. He's now a length in front of Kalahari Chrome, who's been stoked along against the inside rail in third. Voodoo back in fourth, 2 lengths away to Master of the High Court. Deal Me In, Magic Vision. Then comes Royal Siege, and Romantic Era drop to the back of the field. They climb the hill. 800 meters left to go. Poppycock given a bit of a breather. Now got a 1.5 length advantage. Called to the Bar second. Kalahari Chrome still not traveling all that well in third. Then comes Voodoo, followed by Magic Vision. He's made a few places towards the outside. Master of the High Court, Deal Me In, Royal Siege, Romantic Era. Homeward bound, 500 meters left to go, and Poppycock now let rip. He's a 4-length leader. Called to the Bar second. Deal Me In towards the outside. Magic Vision, Royal Siege, Voodoo, Kalahari Chrome, Master of the High Court. 300 meters left to go, and Poppycock is